Hey friends, welcome back to my channel and happy February! So we are a couple days in to February, so I thought that I will do a January favorites. For this video, I am going to be doing just makeup products. If you would like to see me do a favorites video on skincare or hair products or anything like that, or like miscellaneous January favorites, let me know. Just let me know what you would like to see. Okay, so we're just gonna jump right in. So I'm gonna start with primer. I know it's like borderline skincare. It's like a fine line between skincare and makeup. So my all-time favorite is the Nivea Men Sensitive Post Shave Balm. So originally, it's not, clearly it's not a primer, but I like to use it as a primer. It smells like a man. It just kind of like smells like cologne. It doesn't smell bad. It's for sensitive skin, so I don't think the fragrance should be a problem. And I have really sensitive skin and I break out for like almost anything, and this hasn't broken me out, so I like it. It makes my makeup stay all day and I don't have to touch up, and I have really oily skin. But lately, because it's winter and the weather is so harsh and dry, so my skin has been needing a little more moisture. So then I tried the Too Faced Hangover RX. Hangover X. This one right here. Yeah. So I really like this one. It is pretty moisturizing, so I probably wouldn't use it in the summer. It does smell really nice. Like a hint of coconut. It's not too like overwhelming where I feel like I'm wearing tanning oil, which I don't mind that either, but it doesn't smell like tanning oil. I like it. I use it mostly for moisture, the extra moisture in my skin. I think my makeup stays on pretty well with it and I don't have to touch up, but yeah, I like that. So moving on, my favorite foundation is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Stick Foundation. And this is in Honey. It's nice because stick foundations are usually good for normal to dry skin, but this one is good for oily skin. It's a matte foundation, or I guess it's like, not exactly matte, but it looks like skin. It looks really nice. And then I like to set it with my Tarte foundations. So I do really like both of these. So this one is the Confidence Creamy Powder Foundation. And then this one is the Amazonian Clay Full Coverage Airbrush Foundation in Tan Tan. Looks like this. These are foundations, but I don't like to use them by themselves. Like, I won't use this by itself and I won't use this one by itself. I use it instead to set my foundation. So I'll set my Anastasia stick foundation with either one or both of these, depending on how my skin is. For when I'm more tan, I'll use this. For when I'm lighter, like now, I'll use this. When I'm in between, I'll mix both. They're good, but I personally like a little more full coverage. But yeah, I like it to set my foundation instead of wearing it as a foundation on its own. Moving on to concealer is, surprise, surprise, Tarte Shade Tape in the shade Light Medium. This stuff is so good. I'm sure you've seen it all over. Like, beauty influencers all over are talking about how amazing it is. Like, could cover up a crime scene. Like, it's so good. Not really. Not a crime scene. But yeah, it's really good. I feel like it's good for concealing and brightening your skin. It's magic. So bronzer, a Benefit Hoola bronzer. It's just like the perfect contouring shade. Yeah, it's really good. I like to use it to contour all over my face. Next is blush. I'm not really a blush person, as I have said before, but I really like this blush. It's the Tarte Amazonian Clay 12-Hour Blush in the shade Exposed. Yeah, it's nice to add some color and some life, put some life back into your face after putting like foundation and concealer on, and just looks pretty natural. It's like yeah, like a natural flush blush tint. For me, since I don't like blushes, I don't want to have the like baby doll pink cheeks or red cheeks. It does last pretty long. It says 12-hour blush, and like I sweat a lot and my skin's really oily, so it's nice to not have to reapply my blush. So it's a keeper. Moving on to brows. For my brows, I have very sparse, thin eyebrows, so I like to use the Anastasia Beverly Hills Dip Brow Pomade. You know, looks like this. And I'm in the shade Chocolate. I mostly just use it to sit down the product to like map out my brows, and then I fill it in with dark brown eyeshadow. It blends well, and if you apply it right, your brows won't look too drawn on, especially if you blend it out. I was afraid to use this at first because I didn't want to have like very dark, bold brows that look like they were drawn on. I was like, oh, pomade, I don't know if I know how to use that. I was intimidated by pomades. I was used to pencils. I only use like eyebrow pencils, but yeah, I really like this. I'm glad I bought this. It is pretty expensive for a small pot, but it has lasted me quite a while. It's 18 bucks. I've gone through like 8 eyebrow pencils, like the Brow Wiz. I also use ColourPop, so I've gone through like 8 of those. I still have so much left of this, so yeah, I like it. It's worth your money. So these are the Benefit line, their brow line. This is the Bravo Conditioning Primer, and this is the Gimme Brow. This collection is pretty new, like, yeah, fairly new. This is so good, so good. So like I said, my eyebrows are really thin and sparse, but after using this, my eyebrows have grown so much. I didn't think that they would be able to grow this much. Like, it's not like I feel like a little hairy beast. I'm pretty happy with where my brows are now, so I'm just gonna keep using this product. It's so good. So good. If you don't believe me, try it out for yourself. Some people will say that, why would I spend my money on that when I can use like castor oil and like vitamin E oil or something like that? But I have tried that. I used that on my eyebrows, and I didn't see results the way that I did with this, with castor oil and vitamin E oil. I am kind of hoping that they come up with a formula to like make your lashes grow, because this is Benefit. If you're watching this, you're probably not. I'm not important, but just ideas. If you're not thinking about it already, think about it. I'm going on a tangent. Anyway, so this is really good. It's really good. Okay. So the other one is the Gimme Brow Volumizing Fiber Gel. I use it to set my brows after putting pomade and eyeshadow on my brows. You don't really see the hairs anymore, and I kind of want it to look like they are my eyebrows, even though, I mean, you can kind of tell that it's makeup. Anyway, so this helps bring my hairs back to life, and so hence the volumizing gel. It's good. It's good. Also, this is tinted. It's in the shade 3. So that kind of helps fill in the sparse areas, the like that I would miss that I can't film. Otherwise, like if you don't have that problem, you could just use a clear brow gel. But yeah, that's my preference. Okay, moving on to eyelashes. The Tarte Lights Camera Lashes and the Tarte Tarteist Mascara. So this was my favorite. Then I tried the Tarte Tarteist Mascara. Oh my gosh, it's so good. So good. So the bristles are really short, like so then it's really good for like getting each of the lashes and getting in there, and then the mascara doesn't like hit your eyelid, if that makes sense. If you apply mascara, you know what I'm talking about. I would even use this without false lashes. I don't know, I think it's really good. It brings a lot of volume and length to my lashes without them looking clumpy or spidery. So I really like this. Yes ma'am, yes ma'am. And then my favorite false lashes of all time, I'm wearing them right now. I'll show you these. This is the Cocoa Lashes in 201. They're a little askew, but I'm wearing them right now. See? They're long and wispy, and the band is so light and thin that I forget that I'm wearing lashes. They're just nice and long and wispy, and you can use them with a natural look or you can use them with a more bold look. It's just a versatile lash. If you're new to makeup and or you haven't used false lashes before, I feel like Cocoa Lashes, they're wispy lashes like 201. They're really good for beginners because the band is so thin and flexible. Let me show you. The band is so thin and flexible, so you could just like, you know, like move it around however you need to. The last thing is lips. My favorite lip liners are MAC in the shade Whirl, the MAC lip pencil in the shade Whirl, and a good dupe. I mean, I guess it's not really a dupe because the formulas are different. So the MAC one, they're pretty similar in shade. Well, this is the Gerard Cosmetics in the shade Share. I like both of these and they're pretty similar in color. I don't really have a preference between the two. I guess it depends on what you like. The MAC one, the formula is like a pencil, so it's a little more dry. It applies like a pencil, think like coloring pencils. And then the Gerard Cosmetics one is a little more smooth. It just kind of like glides, so it's your preference. It's up to you. This one is Whirl, and this one is Share. Yeah, I like both of these lip liners. They're really good. Really good. I would wear them every day with any look. And then, last but not least, is the Tarteist Lip Paint. The Tarte Tarteist Lip Paint in the shade Delish. This is the one that I've been wearing in like all of my videos, basically. So this shade actually is too light for me. It just looks a little orangey on my lips, and I want it to be a little more mauve or like terracotta. So that's why I mix it with either Whirl or Gerard Cosmetics. So this is what it looks like. It dries down matte and it's supposed to be long wearing. For me, it comes off just a little bit like in this area when I eat, especially if I have like soup or oily foods or like pizza. Pizza is my favorite, so you know, it's gonna happen. Not too drying on the lips. I've never had it flake on me ever, like flake off. It's just a really good formula. It stays pretty long. It's a really pretty color. I want to get all the colors actually. Yeah, that's it for my January favorites. I tried to keep it short and sweet. Hopefully it is. And yeah, so like I said, if you want me to do the January favorites hair products or skincare, miscellaneous, whatever, just let me know and I'll do it, you know, for you guys. Okay, yeah, so thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Give it a thumbs up if you did. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. Follow me on social media. We can be friends. And I hope to see you in my next video. Thanks. Peace, love, and positive vibes.